Well, folks, hopefully you guys are doing good, because soon enough you might not be doing so good. Yeah, today we got a whole lot of UFO stuff, conspiracy stuff. Anxiety might start kicking up as we get down to some conspiracy videos tonight. Like the video if you love videos like that, dislike if you don't like it. But first of all, I want to share this video, and then we're gonna dive into like all of these creepy TikToks. And this video is about a UFO, possible UFO reported over New York, and this is going viral. You might have seen it, but wait for this stuff in a second, okay? Check this, roll it.
I am going to make you a bet that the next time you get a window seat on a plane, you're going to think of this next story, and you're going to think of the guest who is going to talk about this next story. Michelle Reyes was flying over New York City with her daughter, and she was sitting by a window. When she did what a lot of us do, we, take pictures out the window, nice video of the New York skyline. It's an amazing view. But what Michelle did not expect to see was a cylinder-shaped object zipping across her line of sight near LaGuardia Airport.
It is crazy that the rents are so high right now everywhere, especially in New York, right? The rents are so high that even the aliens are leaving New York right now. It's insane, man.
Was it a bug inside the plane, maybe? Well, she played the video back to look, and no, it was not a bug.
Yeah.
Whatever it was definitely outside the plane, and it was flying on its own, and it was really, really fast. Yeah. Michelle Reyes joins me now exclusively, and I want to welcome back Ben Hansen from UFO Witness on Discovery Plus as well. Michelle, thank you so much for being here.
Wait for it.
First of all, wow, that was pretty alarming stuff. What did you do with the video, and did you reach out?
Please don't report it to the government. Don't talk to the government. Don't talk to the government.
To authorities to share it with them?
Thank you for having me. And when I realized that I had something like this on the video, the first thing I did was I emailed the FAA.
Yeah! No, you don't do that. You don't do that. You don't do that. Do you do that? Yes or no, guys? What are we thinking?
To let them know what I saw, and maybe it was a safety hazard.
No.
I reached out to them. Unfortunately, I haven't heard back from them. They didn't acknowledge my email.
Sweetheart, they did acknowledge. They just won't respond. They will respond in a different manner. So don't ever do that. Don't ever do that.
And then I sent it to Enigma Labs and the National UFO Database.
Okay. Oh, fair.
And any response?
Nope.
Enigma Labs was the only one who responded to me.
Oh shit. Okay. Okay.
So your dad apparently. Oh, okay. So, and as I understand, your dad is a former Navy guy, so you were able to share with him as well. What did he say?
I showed it to him first, and he honestly had no idea what it was either. He had no idea. He was just as baffled as I was.
Yeah, be baffled. Hashtag baffled gang, rise up. We're all baffled, but nah, bro. Like, I refuse to believe that. He knows. He knows. Does he know? He knows. The answer is he knows, man. He knows. He just.
Did you guys settle on the fact that it maybe was a drone? It was going awfully fast to be a drone, but was that the best guess?
He thought it may be a drone, but he didn't think that it should be where it was, that close to the aircraft.
Yeah.
So he really didn't have an answer for me. He was just as clueless as I was. He's seen a lot of things, and he couldn't give me an answer, but if he had to guess, he would have said drone.
So it's a good thing Ben Hansen is here. You host a show called UFO Witness. What do you think about this Tic Tac video, Ben?
This was incredible, honestly, because it took a while just for us to get in touch with Michelle. It wasn't for her posting it on the app. Someone had borrowed, stole it from her social media and posted it as if they were her friend. So we had no idea who she was. We were looking up flights and trying to figure out which flight she was on. Yeah. When we finally were able to contact her, she, for me, has been completely just genuine, sincere. We've now started to analyze the video, and I feel a little awkward saying this with her here, but find no evidence that she faked this or hoaxed it.
I mean, like, listen, I totally understand where he's coming from. It's like, if, for example, right, if you are somebody watching this video and you see something in the sky, you bring your phone up, you record it, you post it on the internet, and then and for example, to make it easy, you come to me and you say it's real, and I'm like analyzing it in front of your face. You're gonna be like, bro, like, I saw it with my eyes, bro. I'm telling you the truth right now. Believe me. But I'm like, I don't know, bro. There's a lot of fake stuff. I know, I get it. Like, he's doing his due diligence, and that's both of us, all of us here, we wanna get down to the truth. And a lot of people in the comments, I read comments, people are saying this might be the first, probably not the first, but you know, I understand the sentiment when people say this might be the first real phone UFO video capture on phone in a plane. I get the sentiment. Thoughts?
I didn't from the beginning, but we had to run it through, you know, the proper you know, data analysis, and it's there. It's very clear, which is unusual. So to me, I feel as though this is probably something not terribly far in the distance, but it also, there's problems with the theory of it being something as simple as an insect, which I would suspect this was happening, you know, on the ground. We're talking 200 plus miles an hour at this point. Her jet is flying. So it passes in about 1/7 of a second, and it's present in 5 frames.
Okay, define her jet. What do you mean by that? Her jet?
Frames of the video. So there's a lot we can dive into with
giant,
this, but we're,
you know.
Yeah, and some people are also pointing out, like, what if this is like a door of the Boeing that fell out and started flying? Because, you know, Boeing, you don't want to be on Boeing. There has been a lot of conspiracies, not even conspiracies, like some genuine stuff coming out from Boeing. Like the planes of Boeing are not safe, man. And the guy that was a whistleblower, he leaks all of that stuff, and then a couple of days later we find out that he's dead.
Shiny,
Crazy.
giant, really fast insect. It definitely doesn't look like an insect. It certainly looks...
All right, let's actually get down to this one. Her movements are like a zombie, part 2. Genuinely, I had a similar experience. I encountered somebody like that just the other week. I believe 2 weeks ago at this point. It wasn't as crazy as this, I'll admit. But I was walking with my friends, right? Like, we went to watch... I'm in Montreal. So we went to watch WWE at Bell Center, Montreal, and outside there was like a chick acting like a mad zombie, and my friend was freaking out. He was scared of his life. He was like, I was like, yeah, come here, boo boo, I got you. But this is just, oh my goodness. Man, why do people abuse drugs that crazy like that, bro? This is next level. Okay, you got the blanket.
God helps her.
Oh man, that's genuinely sad.
Terrifying, but sad at the same time. Have you seen the movie World War Z with Brad Pitt? I think it's the best zombie movie out there. But let me know in the comment what kind of substance he uses to become like this.
Yeah, right? Like, I wonder. Holy, what the hell? This is probably on a movie set.
This is the tribe of Mante. They live in up in the mountain in Sumatra Island in Indonesia. They're very primitive.
Okay, so it's not a movie set, it's real? Crow's Farm in Texas? Creepy video from Texas.
Is this normal in Texas?
Probably.
Drop a comment if you know. Thanks.
Just in case you forgot, east to west
Disapprove.
circumnavigation has been done millions of times, but north to south circumnavigation has been done zero times.
Yeah.
This flight from Taiwan to Los Angeles, an emergency happened along the way and needed to land the plane as quickly as possible. Why in the world would they land all the way up in Alaska if we live on a supposed globe? Hawaii is just right there. Oh, I get it now. The flight from Taiwan to Los Angeles, Alaska is along the way.
You know what? Listen. I have seen, I believe it was, there was a video made by, if I'm not mistaken, Tyler Oliveira, right? So he goes to a conference where they were talking about the world is flat. First of all, I don't believe it. If you believe it, hey, that's you. No judgment, first of all. But I don't believe that, right? I believe the earth is round, globe. That's me. You can disagree if you want to. But like, he goes to a conference where everybody was like, flat earth, right? And they were talking about crap like that. And I would say this is by far one of the only pieces of evidence that's like, yeah, okay, somewhat kind of makes sense because there are so many flight paths, and you look at it, and it's like always a straight line. Like it would be straight line here, straight line there, and in this case, Taiwan to Los Angeles, it's like that, right? Yeah, it's like it's crazy. I don't believe it, but it somehow turns out to be this, which is kind of crazy. I mean, it's a conspiracy in itself. So
Way. This flight from Argentina to India, an emergency happened along the way, so they decided to stop all the way up in Amsterdam. Like, why didn't they go straight across? Oh wait, they did. The flight from Argentina to India, Amsterdam, is along the way. This flight from Auckland to Peru.
I feel like that some of you will start believing, yeah, bro, the Earth is flat after watching this, but no, this is honestly like very crazy, right? Because straight line means kind of like it should be kind of like roundy, right? Because the Earth is globe. But whenever you track and do this weird stuff that this guy's doing, or all the flat earther people talk about, it becomes like a straight line. And yeah, it sounds insane. It sounds insane for sure.
An emergency happened along the way, so they stopped all the way up in Los Angeles, passing the equator. Like, why would you pass the equator when you could have just flew straight across? Ah, makes sense. The flight from Auckland to Peru, Los Angeles, is along the way. Is that why in their flight dynamic summary, assume a flat, non-rotating Earth? Guys, I could do this all day long. Flight paths, in and of themselves, prove that the Earth is flat and stationary. But send this to somebody that needs to see this. Y'all let me know what y'all think about these flight paths in the comments. But if you're not already following me, follow me so you never miss a video. And like always, God bless.
Like
I'm
and
not going
subscribe,
to
guys.
lie. I'm starting to believe that the world is flat.
No. I feel like that, like this, some of you watching, you're gonna be like, Skizzle, damn, or Skizzle, that's my main channel name, so ScaryAXE here. ScaryAXE, focus, stay in character. I feel like that some of you guys would be like, nah, I'm starting to believe, and I don't want that, bro. That's crazy, bro. Imagine this video kind of convinces people that, yeah, the Earth is flat. That would be crazy. I love the cartel and all Mexican.
With
Why
the
you say like
evidence they bring, but whether you believe it or not, keep it respectful. Nobody knows for sure unless you've seen it with your eyes from up there.
Yeah,
it's all.
But it's like one of those things. Now, honestly, the point is kind of real, right? Like it's people don't believe in space. I believe space exists, but it's like, have I been to space? Nah, I cannot confirm that. I believe it exists, but it's one of those things, right? Like these are conspiracies. We watch them and we enjoy them, right? But nobody knows what's real or what's fake, right? I feel like that half of it is true, half of it is fake. That's the way I see it. But obviously, I do believe in space. But it's like just trying to make it simple to understand the point he's trying to make, and I think it's a good point for sure.
Theory, whether it's flat or round.
Nah, he didn't know the #1 rule. Don't diss the cartel, bro. This man, I'm about to play the videos, but he's so cooked. Aiden, you gotta save your homeboy, bro. You gotta save your homeboy. Stay tuned for the clip, but this is a quick summary. He basically started dissing the cartel and El Chapo because of a dude trolling in his comments. Because of that, now they sent videos to him letting him know, hey, it's about to get crazy.
Holy.
Fuck El Chapo, nigga. I'm El Chapo K, nigga. Fuck the whole cartel.
What?
Hey, he put out a whole apology video. I'm about to put it out for y'all. But he put out his apology video because them boys started calling him. They started sending videos like, oh yeah, really? It's about to get crazy.
Not really part of the cartel. You know, the real cartel, I would never disrespect. You know, El Chapo, I know how your mans gets. You know, I know how the cartel gets. They're ruthless, you know, all man.
You just
Everyone
did.
in the comments telling him it's too late, bro.
Too late.
He took too long. It's too late. It's too late.
Oh my
God.
God.
The comment section's what?
You know, it's crazy when a full-grown ass man apologizes like that after having went literal insane at the cartel, after spazzing out like he did.
They tell the whole community telling this man, nah, you done.
Don't do it, bro.
They telling
You
him,
done.
don't go on your trip to Mexico next week, please.
Don't do it,
Yo,
man.
Aiden, you gotta help your boy, bro. Aiden, you gotta help your boy, bro.
You know, when acting hard online goes wrong.
Yeah.
They're about to send his family one of his fingers.
Damn, nah, bro. Don't do that.
Motherfuckers
Cat
be gay in Hollywood, you never fucking expected. They be having these big ass mansion parties, and the mansion party, the whole mansion is a party, and then it's a separate party in the little rooms. I ain't been famous that goddamn long. I'm excited in a motherfucker to be at the mansion party. You be looking at all the goddamn rooms, and you fuck around and look in the wrong room and shit. Nigga, come here. Come here. Is that two niggas kissing? Is one of them niggas professor?
Cat Williams knows the secret. He could expose the whole industry in a matter of seconds.
Inside the Ark of the Covenant. So inside the Ark of the Covenant, you find three things. There are the second edition of the Ten Commandments, because you remember the first tablets were destroyed when Moses confronted the sin of the people. And so there are the two tablets of the Ten Commandments. The next one is there's what's called an omer, or a jar filled with manna, which is bread that came down from heaven to provide for the people, that lasted forever when it was in the presence of God's glory. And finally, there was the rod of Aaron, which supernaturally blossomed, this dead stick that came to life and blossomed and produced almonds. In other words, it had come from death to life. All of those three things pointing to the resurrection and mercy of God were kept inside the Ark of the Covenant.
Honestly, man, like, this is very, very deep. It's like one of those things, right? Like, every autumn, spring, you see, like, trees kind of, like, fall their leaves. It dies, it comes back. It's like one of those signs of reviving, right? And this is what we hear as well. Like, I'm Muslim, I know it's almost similar in Christianity as well. Let me know if you are religious or atheist, or what religion you follow. Definitely go for it, and let me know your thoughts in the comments as well. But it's like most of the Abrahamic religions talk about this concept, right? That once you're dead, it's not over. You have a soul, it goes somewhere, and you know, you gotta wait for a day of judgment after that, right? But you don't truly die. You die in this world physically, but spiritually, you're never dead. You're not gonna die in that aspect. And this world has that kind of feel, not necessarily feel, but everything has that. A tree's easy example, right? It dies, it comes back, the tree, the leaves regrows. And also, sleeping is one of those things as well. When you sleep, you don't even know, right? Like, hey, you're kind of partially dead in a way. And it's like sleeping is also a way of us getting ready to die in a way, if you think about it. It's insane, man. There's a whole lot of stuff like that. I need to make a video. I believe it's called Fibonacci's sequence. Somebody probably knows what I'm talking about, right? And I actually talked about it in one of an older video. I might make a video about it in the future. It's that proves the existence of God, the evidence of God, because mathematically, so this is not like opinions. This is not like, hey, that guy believes in God, so therefore I believe in God. But my parents believe in God, so that's why I'm now gonna start to believe in God. Or my mama or my parents were that religion, so therefore I'm gonna be that religion. It's not even about that. Like that, I think I'm gonna do a video on it in the future. Yeah, if I forget, just remind me. But I feel like eventually I'll get down to it. It proves the existence in mathematically. If you still don't believe it after that, it's still gonna be one of those videos that will make you wanna think, at least, right? It's one of those types of video. I'll get down to it
as a reflection
around
of who
it,
he
I
is.
should say.
But the most important question is, where is the Ark of the Covenant?
Have you seen this stunning video out of the House of Representatives? Take a look.
Oh, yeah. I have not, but okay.
You got it right. U.S. representatives voted by you and me, flying Ukrainian flags. We've got people who are representing districts in this great land who are flying the flag of a different country. I don't care if it's our closest friend. It could be Israel, or it could be Great Britain, England. It could be anybody that we love on the planet. This isn't about waving the flag of an enemy. This is about waving any flag other than ours. Nobody else on earth is doing this. They're not flying the American flag out of some sort of respect for us. They just approved sending $60 billion of your money and mine to Ukraine that will keep this war going.
Yeah, this part I totally get it. I'm not American. I'm Pakistani. I'm in Canada, so I'm Pakistani Canadian. I totally understand like where this guy is coming from. It's like your tax, your hard-earned money, your dollars are going to that. And nobody knows. And to be honest though, like it's probably not even going to a good cause. Let's be real.
Killing more Ukrainians.
Yeah.
Seriously.
And it's one of those things, right? Like if you're religious, or not even religious, if you're a guy with a decent amount of ethics, moral, or you find this stuff just truly bad, I understand. What I mean by this is that, for example, your taxpayer money is going to fund this war, and let's just say you're against the war, right? You don't want other people getting killed because of your money. In a way, like your money's all of our money, let's just say, right? Let's be real, is going towards that. So it's truly wild. It's truly wild. I get that sentiment for sure.
That's what they just did, and they're flying the flag like they did something good. Oh, by the way, you know what was not in that money that they just sent out? No money for the border. Nope, none. And by the way, before they say the bipartisan bill in the Senate, keep in mind, H.R. 2 was passed by the House of Representatives a year ago that actually closes the border. Give me your comments about flying a foreign flag in the House of Representatives and about not doing anything for this country. Come on!
American people, your government has sold you out. You've been betrayed.
Damn.
Remember this come November.
This Russian influencer is about to show you something absolutely shocking about supplements, specifically your omega-3s or fish oils. This is any fish oil that you can get from a store. It comes in a soft gel, which he cuts off the top of, and then he cuts inside to show you exactly the dangers inside.
Oh man.
He takes the juice and squirts it onto the styrofoam. Okay.
I personally never had these, but please don't tell me that these are also bad. It's like boycott everything. Everything is bad. Like what the hell is going on, bro?
And here you just wait 2 minutes and it starts to dissolve. And
oh
this,
my
God,
God.
is exactly how misinformation begins. Omega-3s have nonpolar compounds in them. Styrofoam is a nonpolar compound. Basic chemistry, one is expected to dissolve the other. It says nothing about their health benefits. Wow, great.
Not denying this, but different chemicals have different reactions with other chemicals. Styrofoam is in our intestines, so I would need more
okay, yeah.
elaborate.
Oh no, okay, honestly, good point. Honestly, good point. I think, yeah, you know, it's one of those things. I remember, like, as a kid, I'm not sure if it's true or not, but I remember, like, this video went viral where there were people, you know, they would pour Coca-Cola and they would put like chicken in it, right? And then you would see like what would happen to the chicken, and it was kind of like really eye-opening. Not sure if that video is like legit or not, but this kind of reminded me and kind of brought me back to that point in life when I saw that. So what I'm trying to say here is that I think they should do that on actual, like, maybe chicken, even though chicken is not like close to us, but still, it's, I would say it's like better than like doing it on a foam. Like he said, foam probably have different chemicals, so good, different chemical reaction. Good point, but still, it's yeah, right, yeah.
Let me know how you feel about this in the comment.
I think they should do it on chicken as well, just to test.
Who had received a $10,000 tip last month. The restaurant saying her termination had nothing to do with the tip, but they won't say why they let her go. That server, Lindsay Boyd, saying the attention around the tip became too much. She left work early one day to deal with the overwhelming reaction. Then she says her managers told her to take another day off. When she returned, the restaurant said they no longer needed her. Boyd says the whole experience wasn't worth the money.
Absolutely wish it never happened.
I think this is a wrongful termination. Can you sue them? Maybe it's because she didn't share with her manager.
Oh yeah, this video went viral, I remember. James from That Is Impossible was baffled as well. We were all baffled. I remember seeing that, yeah. And look at that pause. Holy crap, like look at that. Like this cannot just be pareidolia.
Yeah. No. It's just wicked.
Oh wow.
Oh man. Okay, so I think it replayed, huh? Slow motion now.
Ooh. Look at that.
Ooh. Hide your kids, man. Yeah, it just cannot be pareidolia. It's like perfect shape.
Angel.
Perfect shape. Or a demon. Angel or a demon? What are we thinking? Rewind, it's rewinding it? Okay, let's actually next, it's we get it.
This is what happens when you try to make a pool in your back garden. You discover another building under your building.
Oh,
Mud
man.
flood is real, guys.
Mud flood happened. I'm convinced. And he had a nicer house below. We live on top of civilizations, folks.
Oh shit! Oh yeah, this one, right? It looks like a bunch of matches just...
Maybe it's the Seraphim. What do you think?
What's that?
The last person I talked to immediately told me to kill myself and then left.
Don't do that. You look like a cool guy. I love the shirt, by the way.
Thank you.
What's your favorite Legend of Zelda game?
Minish Cap.
What console is that on?
Game Boy Advance.
Ooh, okay, you're a veteran.
Damn, man, he trying to make him feel good and all that, yeah. Effortlessly as well.
How old are you?
14.
And is that like a Pokemon hat?
What?
Yeah.
Bro, you're tripped out, bro. Guess what my name is?
I cannot guess that.
I'll give you a hint. What you're wearing.
Ash?
Yes, sir! That's like my full name's Ashraf, but people call me Ash.
Nice.
Yeah.
Ashraf,
bro.
okay.
Jesse.
Jesse, don't let the haters get to you, okay?
Thank you.
What a guy,
When
man.
that guy told you to kill yourself, how did you feel?
I don't know. I mean, I kind of found it funny just because of how instant.
Yeah. I hope you have the best life.
Same here.
My man.
Peace, bro.
It's insane, man. Like, shout out to this guy. Yeah, effortlessly trying to pull him out of the place that he probably was in, right? But I'm shocked when he said 14. So yeah, I feel like that most of us do go through like that phase. It happens to all of us, right? Depression kicks in, but you really gotta be pushing it, right? Like, go for your dreams, work hard as a try to work hard, try to also work smart, figure out a way, develop systems, and also spend time with people that you love and all that. Absolutely, you're gonna get out of that hole. We all go through that. We all have that period where we think like, hey, gotta end it, man. Like, you know, it's getting hard, and yeah, life's hard, man. No shit, bro. It's every day's a battle, right? Like, you don't want to do anything. It's we're lazy we're lazy pieces of shit. Not everybody, but majority. I'm gonna, yeah, as much as I try to like do my YouTube videos and do like real life crap as well, it's like, yeah, I can always do more. I can always do more. So you gotta, and also I also do feel like that you should not believe in depression. You should really think of it like, hey, it's just a thing that's gonna last for a couple of hours, couple of days, but after that it's gonna go away, and then I'm gonna like discover new things, work on your passion. I feel like that most people that like really get sucked into this depression thing, which I don't want to even believe in, because if you believe in, then it comes, okay? You don't want to believe into that. You want to just try to better yourself, better your life, and but objectively speaking, you need goals. Like, if you have goals, you're not gonna be depressed. If you are passionate about something, you're not gonna be depressed. You only get depressed, you only feel like ending it when you feel like that you have no hope left and you have nothing to get, you have nothing to go after in terms of like goals, dreams, ambitions, right? When you have none of that, life becomes boring, life becomes miserable. But when you have ambitions, even if you're stuck in a hellhole, but you know that you gotta go after that dream, you gotta get that, you got ambitions, man, like, you're gonna try, your brain is gonna actively try to find new ways, new paths on how you can go and get that. Because, you know, self-learning, why did you fail, and what you can do better. Your mind is gonna, your brain is very powerful. It's gonna try to come it's gonna give you different ways, and just write it down, man. Don't lose that thought.
Jesse looks genuinely sad. I wonder if he hears that comment often. I hope not. Ashraf is amazing. We need more people like him.
Oh, hell yeah.
So we are hearing today that TD Jakes has stepped down as a minister. Due to the allegations towards Diddy, we're hearing that TD Jakes has now stepped down as a minister. This is very alarming because a lot of you people give your money to these churches and these religious leaders when in the background they are.
I would say, like, don't follow religious leaders. Yeah, if they're good, you can respect them, but don't worship them ever. They're just people like you, okay? And they can be wrong as well. I'm Muslim, so yeah, there definitely are bad Muslim scholars, scholars and all that. They're obviously bad. Some of them are good, some of them are bad, even in different religions as well. So don't worship. Don't ever worship the religious leaders, scholars. You wanna worship God, man.
Are hypocrites. They tell you to do one thing. They tell you to draw closer to God, and then they attend parties with people such as P. Diddy and other characters in Hollywood while spending the money that you guys tied to these organizations. You have religious leaders taking your money and living a double life. Don't you find that alarming?
Yeah. They're because they're humans just like you and I. You know, people put them on extra pedestal, and that's bad. That's what, like, I was taught by my parents. The religion that I follow, it's like, oh yeah, there are people just like you and I, and greed comes. Greed can happen to anyone, right? So they're just people like you and I. You don't want to worship them. If they're sharing a good message, you respect that, you send good karma their way, you send a prayer their way, that's it. But you don't worship them, though.
This is creepy. I think TD Jake is not going anywhere. He will pass it to his family before anything. I need more proof. But if you know about this, please drop a comment. Thanks.
Yeah, I'm not aware of
Be
that.
as hell.
Yeah.
Follow your instincts, y'all. Follow your instincts. This is Laura Schilling. She rented an Airbnb in rural Kentucky.
Okay,
Her
reveal
and
why.
4 teenage girls were going to be in town for a competition. They arrived at the home on April the 12th. She knew she was at the right home because of the pictures that she had been sent. But immediately, red flag. The front door was standing wide open. Laura leaves the girls outside. She goes inside of the home. She makes sure no one's there. She then makes sure that everything is locked. They go in. They go to bed.
Okay.
They get up the next day on April the 13th. She again makes sure that the home is secure, and they leave. When they return, she immediately notices that someone has been inside the home. The deadbolt was unlocked, and the hotel-style latch was now open. Laura assumes that the Airbnb owner has dropped by the home. She just ignores it. Later that same day, they went to dinner. They return to the Airbnb around 11:30 and get ready for bed. One of the girls runs into Laura's room and tells her that her window is now open. At this point, Laura knows for damn sure that she locked every window and door in this house. So then she checks every window. Every window is cracked and every screen has been removed. Laura looks outside and sees a car with tinted windows sitting in front of the home running. When the people inside the car notice that Laura has seen them, they speed off. Laura then calls law enforcement officials. The officers come to the house and check the residence. They then tell Laura Schilling that her and the girls are in danger and that the people they had seen in the car would be back. The officers remained at the residence until they got packed up and moved to a hotel. Lexington police are not stating that this was an indication of an attempted human trafficking incident. However, the Lexington Police Department leads the states, yes, all 50 states, in human trafficking related arrests.
I would have called the Airbnb owner after calling the cops. Who's to say they were not in on it? You know, you just never know. I'm glad they're okay.
Here's how I got a squatter out of one of my properties.
But like, this is why you perhaps don't want to call Airbnb, because if they were in on it, like, you know, you just want to get out of that place. Yeah, but good stuff.
A squatter by definition is a person who unlawfully occupies your unit. In other words, somebody who's not on the lease decides to take possession of your property and wouldn't leave. I bought a property in Toronto with the purpose of building, and sometimes permits can take up to a year or more. So in order to cover my cash flow and the property was old, I decided to rent it to university students.
Yeah.
As I rented it to university students, one of the students invited a guest to come and stay over. This guy was completely out of control. After a few weeks of living in there and refusing to leave, he started threatening all the other students that were living in the property, and one by one, he violently kicked all the students out. When I confronted him, he was extremely aggressive. He threatened me with weapons. He had axes, swords, knives in his property. I thought this is a clear-cut case of trespassing, so I contacted the police.
Yeah.
To my surprise, the police told me that this guy is a squatter. Even squatters have rights in this country, and they
Bruh.
also have to go through...
What? Okay, I'm in Montreal, so Canada. Like, this is Toronto, so... Okay.
the eviction process of landlord and tenant board. When I called the landlord and tenant board, they said this is a police matter, and after explaining to them that I already spoke to the police, they decided to tell me that yes, this has to go through an eviction process. As we all know, Ontario's landlord and tenant board can take up to 8 to 10 months to kick a person out or evict a person. Even a squatter, even a person you have never signed a contract with. So I decided to take matters into my own hand. Instead of sitting there for 8 to 10 months as he was damaging my property. This guy has ruined my walls. He had broken my kitchen. There was damages all over the property.
That's
the first
insane.
step is I cut off all the utilities. I cut off the hydro, Enbridge, and water. But before turning off the utility services from occupants who don't hold legal rights, an eviction must be initiated as certain court orders.
You know, the craziest thing here is that had it been like he didn't attack like other people and didn't kick out like other people that were living, and he's tried to be friendly with them, I guess he probably wouldn't be in this situation. The house wouldn't be ruined, the building wouldn't be ruined, and the landlord wouldn't try to, you know, like seek a professional or I guess authorities help, right? He could have just paid them a little, even though like I feel like that the end rightfully they would ask, hey, you gotta do your part, you gotta pay your rent, you gotta pay your percentage, right? Understandably, but I feel like that if he didn't do any of this crap, I think he would have been better off.
Are expected for such action. So according to our lawyers, we called the police, we gave notice, and we filed with the tribunal and courts, then proceeded to cut his utilities. 2-3 days went by, hoping that he would leave. He was still in the property, and he got a lot more aggressive and a lot more angrier. He started threatening the neighbors, he started damaging the property more, but he still wouldn't leave. So we started monitoring the house on a daily basis, and one day when we came in to check out the property, it seemed abandoned, and therefore we hired a crew right away to board up the house and disposed all of his belongings, following all local ordinances regarding getting rid of someone's left behind property. And that made him even more angrier. He tried to get in, he threatened more neighbors, and police was called again, and again they didn't do anything. This man started camping in my backyard. He wouldn't leave, he was doing bonfires. After the 6th or 7th day, I decided to bring some landscapers that can do some garden work in the back. Finally, he left the property. It's extremely sad for somebody who has no protection from the system whatsoever. You have to take matters into your own hand. We proceeded to give him a letter saying that if you want to take legal action against us, it's better that he takes us to court rather than us going to the landlord and tenant board having no protection. Hope you enjoyed this video, because I didn't enjoy it.
Yeah, I mean, I would be shocked if you did enjoy making this video, but what a world we live in. I didn't think this was possible, like totally. I'm hearing for the first time, totally mind blown, totally shocked. It's a possibility after all. Holy crap.
Or the process at all.
There should be at least a law that the squatter after getting evicted should pay. You know, like property damage, rent for the time he has been there.
I don't know if you heard about the big scandal out of Boston, the Dana-Farber Cancer Institute. It's a big scandal because they have to retract 6 papers, and they have to modify and correct like 30 other published research papers. I'm Dr. Dave Morris with Magnolia Medical Center here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And if you guys watch my channel, you know that one of my passions is just, man, the lies in healthcare, right? I just want to expose the lies in healthcare. I just feel like our system is so corrupt and whatnot. So why is this Dana-Farber Cancer Institute, why is that important that these research papers are being retracted? Here's the reason. Why is this so important? Is because the Dana-Farber Cancer Institute is a teaching facility for Harvard. So you're talking about an Ivy League school, and that is supposed to turn out our best providers, right? Their medical school is supposed to turn out the best providers. And here they are research being done and published regarding cancer, treatments for cancer, probably things that they're trying to get approvals for through the FDA. I don't know for sure. I'm totally speculating here, but why would you falsify a paper regarding cancer unless you're trying to get approval for some sort of treatment that's going to have a patent on it? It makes no sense. There's got to be some reason why they would falsify this data. They were manipulating images in their research documents, falsifying data. I don't have all the particulars. This just came out yesterday, but this is a Dana-Farber Cancer Institute out of Boston. And if I'm not wrong here, I believe the head of their entire facility was the one signing off on these papers. So that's a big deal. This is kind of comes on the heels of their I think it was I could be wrong on this, but the president of the entire college, Harvard College, was found guilty of plagiarism or something like that. So anyway, we have these higher learning institutions that are supposed to be at the...
How many of you believe that they already have found the cure? One, if you do believe that. Two, in the comments if you think, nah, bro, nope, we haven't found the cure. There's no cure to the... I'm not sure if I can say that on YouTube.
Top. Really being found to maybe be at the bottom. I don't know. At least involved in some corruption here and some falsification of information that could truly impact someone's health. So anyway, leave me some comments. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to hit the follow button.
Like and subscribe. Like and
trying to expose lies in healthcare. This is something that came across my news feed today, and I thought it would be important to talk about this.
Yeah. Like and subscribe. Like and
Magnolia
subscribe.
Medical Center in Murfreesboro. We are a root cause functional.
Now, I do believe that there is cure to this. Okay, I do believe there is. There have been so many. I was told about Dr. Sebi, although I don't know much about the guy, but I believe, because I'm like going to my acting classes too, right? Because that's something that I'm trying to pursue. And there's a guy that I met there, and he was telling me, because I'm also super into improving my life. Like, I don't love exercising, but I know it's necessary, so I do it for a little bit every day, right? 5-10 minutes. Some days, if I feel like that I don't have much work to do, then I do like 15-20 minutes, right? But I try to do a little bit of workout daily. I don't go to the gym because no time, and I also, you know, I'm like, I don't want to kind of like invest into that just yet, because I know if I do, I might not be able to go there. So just not finding time for it. But eventually that's gonna be the next step, right? So you try to enjoy this as much as possible, you get better, improve, and that's gonna be the next step. So yeah, the guy was so I'm super into it. He is super into it. He was telling me about Dr. Sebi, that some of you might know him. I didn't really research. I haven't really like looked super deep into it, but he was telling me how he was not sure if it's true or not, but he was telling me how he was able to find the cure to it, and then guess what? He dies magically. He just disappears, right? And I've heard, and you probably have heard a lot of these similar cases as well. And the real thing here is that they don't want cures out, right? They don't want it. They wanna like numb the pain down. They want to do like this. They want to hook you up on medicines. They want to treatments, as they like to call it. They want to have you on treatments because this is how they're gonna make money. You know, they want to make you a recurring customer. Same idea applies with subscriptions, right? Netflix subscription, PlayStation, Xbox, if you play that. You know, my main channel is about gaming, Skizzle, so I guess this is why I'm bringing this example up. If you are gamers, I guess you're gonna understand. And Netflix, I guess everybody understands that, right? Because yeah, so you got a lot of these subscriptions, yearly, monthly. They want you in the system. They want you to make a recur. They want you there. Some of you, probably very few of you, are gonna buy something and then next month cancel it. But generally speaking, they're hoping that you would forget, right? You get the subscription, you forget, and then you become a member, their monthly supporter, and you pay for it monthly, right? They want you that. And same applies here. Treatments, they want you coming back. They want you keep coming back. The money is in sick people and old people. The money is not in the young and healthy, and it certainly not is in the dead either. So they will try to extend it as much as possible.
Medicine clinic, we try to do everything we can to get people healthy and well without the use of drugs and surgeries. And I will toot our own horn here and tell you we're really, really good at it. Anyway, don't forget to hit the share button.
Yeah, like and subscribe, like and subscribe.
To share this, and for having the courage to speak up. We need more doctor like him.
3 of the 4 suspects that unalived more than 150 people in Moscow, Russia yesterday have been captured. This guy from Tajikistan, his face is covered in red, and this guy from Tajikistan. The attack was carried out by these 4 people in one of the largest concert halls in Moscow. It now lies in ashes. And over 150 people are gone from this planet because of it. In statements released to us by these people, they were paid 500,000 rubles, which is $5,000 American.
Crazy, man.
They told me to go and unalive people, no matter what kind. It says he was reached on Telegram, and he only received 250,000 rubles up front, which is about $2,500. Not even the full $5,000.
It's crazy how worthless they're trying to make human lives. Yeah, $5,000. Come on. And obviously he's not even paid that, like 250.
To unalive 150 people. People on the internet are saying that it's Ukraine, that it's ISIS, that it's multiple other sources, including, well, just baseless speculation.
Yeah.
But what do you guys think about this situation? What should
there's a whole lot of misinformation. No one really truly knows, right?
happen
like
to the 4 suspects when they're captured? And do you believe, like the internet believes, that this is going to lead us to World War III? What do you guys think about this?
Okay, so this happened prior. Then we got the Israel and Iran stuff happening. I feel like it has calmed down for the time being, but you never know. Right, I think World War III in a way is kind of inevitable. It's one of those things, like, it might not happen now, right? Like, hopefully it doesn't happen, but it's like, it's gonna be naive to think it's not gonna happen, because we humans, listen, man, conflicts, we love conflict. We don't love it, but deep down, we crave it in a way, right? And humans, we can just never come together. Like, the media has done a very good job of dividing us all based on color of our skins, ethnicity, race, religion, all that sort of stuff, right? That plus obviously then you got country stuff. Hey, nothing wrong with being a patriot, nothing wrong in being like patriots or anything like that, but then you got a whole lot of that. It's just divide and conquer, divide and conquer, divide and conquer. So let's just say for some reason, and I hope it doesn't start, I hope everything calms down, but it's like, even if it calms down now, who's to say it cannot happen 5 years from now, 10, 20, 100 years from now? Yeah, we might not be here, but like, hey, our kids gonna be there, right? They're gonna be the one that's gonna suffer. So I think it's naive to think that World War III can never happen. It's just a matter of when.
I hope not.
Proof. Well. You know what to do. Drop a comment, please.
That we all have been finessed by the government.
So how did the government trick and finesse us to live how we're living now? What you mean by that? For example, right, I believe in God. I believe God gave us all this land.
Yeah.
But how did the government make us pay for land that they don't own? Yeah, what? Yeah, what? So let's say you bought a house and you paid it off. You still have to pay the government taxes just to live in your own home.
What?
You right. And get this part. You don't even own your own car, bro.
Yeah.
That's where you're wrong at, because I technically do own my car. I just paid it all off. No, you don't. So you pay every month to use your car. We call that insurance.
We're taxpayers, bro. Like, they got us on that yearly subscription. Like, in simple words, right? You gotta pay yearly taxes. They got you on that yearly. Some people are able to legally escape, let's just say escape the matrix, and they don't have to pay much or none at all, and some are in return are paid and they get the tax refund, right? That's beautiful if you're able to somehow find a loophole legally, right? Some don't even declare it. You know, that's illegal, of course. You don't want to do that, but like, this is crazy. This is insane. Yeah, it's a yearly subscription. That's what I like to call it.
You pay taxes every year to use your car. We call that tabs. Tabs is how they keep tabs on us. Exactly. So if you don't pay for the tabs every year, then they won't allow you to use your car. Dang, man, I feel like I'm being bamboozled, bro.
Damn.
Oh, no. It gets worse. Let me hear more, man. Now, when we go to work, right? Before we get paid, who get paid?
Yeah.
The government.
Yeah.
So get this. the government takes money out of our check before we even get our check. Then we gotta pay to keep our belongings and use our belongings every month. Wait, so let me get this right. If I buy a house and pay it off, I gotta pay the government to keep it, or they will take it from me and sell it to someone else.
Yeah.
If I buy a car, I have to pay the government to use it.
Yeah.
And every time I get a job, the government will pay their sales before they pay me.
Yeah.
Oh, it get worse. Nah, I can't even get no.
It's like, you're probably gonna hear one of the dumbest things from me right now, and that's like, I wish, I mean, first of all, to understand, like, I'm in Quebec, Canada, the highest tax province ever. I feel, in Canada, I'm not sure, California is probably the highest in the States, but I'm not sure if it's like the equivalent. I was like looking for it. For example, most people don't make it, and I don't, one day I want to, okay, so let's just say that. But right now, I don't make $1 million a year. If I were to, guess what? 45% is gonna go to the government. Oh shit! Yeah, so then you're left with, let's just say 550k, give or take. Obviously, like it can be a little. I might keep it. Let's just say on a good year, maybe 600k, maybe if I made $1 million. But 40%, 45% generally is gonna go to the province. It's insane when you think about it. It's insane. That's like almost half of that is going. Now, I wouldn't mind, this is why I said dumbest thing. Someone's gonna be like, well, you should be paying zero though. None of us. It doesn't work like that, sweetheart. I wish it did. I mean, in certain countries like Dubai, there are certain countries I wish I could be there. I wish I was born there, man. But like, yeah. So the thing is that, but there are pros as well, right? At least here, healthcare system is free. So in that aspect, okay, you know what? That's actually good. But you're kind of paying them. But here's the thing. I wouldn't mind if the taxes were like 5%, 10%. Okay, yeah, kind of, right? Like 5%, 10%. All right, you know. But like almost half, that's crazy, bro.
No worse than that, bro. Oh no, get this. Now you're supposed to pay the government to do all the natural things that you're supposed to do. What you mean by that? Like, for example, if you want to hunt, right, something you naturally supposed to do, you got to go through the government and pay for that. And then on top of that, fruits and vegetables are supposed to be all through the world for free, right?
Yeah.
But we allow the government to take all our fruits and vegetables to put them in grocery stores so we can pay for them. This is crazy to think about, bro.
It is,
but
but
get married, go through the government. Want your kids to be educated, go to the government. You want, I don't even want to hear no more, bro. Okay, one more question.
The same thing in Indonesia. You have to pay a yearly tax if you own the house. But the government's greatest fear is power from the people.
After drinking Prime, a young boy has contracted leukemia, which is literally blood cancer. Prime apparently has really, really high levels of PFOs and PFA. One can of Prime was found to contain more forever chemicals than a person should ingest in their entire lifetime. God. Just so you know, these forever chemicals are the same types of chemicals they use to develop non-stick coating on the non-stick pan. So now there's a class action lawsuit against Prime, and they've been going viral for all of the wrong reasons. I think it's interesting how one piece of content that one person creates can literally change the economy. Like, theoretically, none of this could be true. The lawsuit is still being filed. What if it comes out that Prime is actually healthy? Well, their reputation has been marred forever.
And you know what? I was gonna say, like, hey, what if it's fake? And there was an interesting study done that, for example, right, people are willing to believe, for example, like right now, I'm gonna use this as an example. So they're saying Prime in this case is like bad. That's what caused the guy to get cancer, let's just say, right? If you hear that and you start to believe it, and later on they come out and they say that it's fake, you're more likely to believe the first story. Because the update part, less people get to consume it, less people get to see it, and less people get to believe the update part. The first story, whatever that is, whatever the main story, the first time, whenever the story breaks for the first time, whatever the narrative was back then, you tend to believe that a lot more. And that's the first, because that's the first story, that's the first time you hear it, so you tend to believe that.
Personally, I've had one can of Prime and I couldn't even finish it because it felt disgusting while I was drinking. I just think that content creators hold a lot more power than a lot of people think.
Isn't it Prime approved by the FDA? And how wouldn't it have been caught prior?
Released a monster 1,012-page bill with $1 trillion price tag. They're rushing to pass the bill before you have a chance to read it. Why? Well, because it's full of pork. And we've been digging through it, and here's what you're paying for. Liz Warren is spending $850,000 on a gay senior citizen home in Boston. We're spending $15 million to pay for Egyptians' college tuition. Tuition, not Egyptians who live in America, Egyptians in Egypt. So we pay for illegals to go to college here, and now we're paying for the tuition before I guess they even cross the border. Bruh. Speaking of Egypt, Gold Bar Bob's sending $400,000 to a gay activist group that teaches elementary school kids about being trans. Not enough.
This is absolutely insane, right? Like, kids, we watch so many review videos before we buy a phone, right? I'll make it simple. You gotta be 18 plus. I guess in certain states, countries, gotta be 21 plus before you can drink or smoke, right? Understandable. But you somehow can change your gender at 8 years old, 10 years old, 12 years old, right? That's perfectly fine. By them, it's crazy, bro. And then you're gonna have irreversible damage. It's irreversible.
To keep you out of jail, Gold Bar. Sorry. Another $400,000 goes to a group that gives clothes to teens that help them hide their gender, like chest binders and tuckums. Parental permission not required.
And you know the craziest story here is that, like, there's a news that came out apparently it happened here in Canada. Like the teacher was, like, you know, indoctrinating a child to change gender, and apparently when the father found out and tried to stop it, the father was threatened, and I believe he actually did some time in jail too. I could be wrong on that, but yeah, there was a story that he was legally stopped because they were like, yo, the kid has the right to do what he wants or she wants, right? Bro, not even 18. What are we talking, bro?
Even Dianne Feinstein, who unfortunately passed away long before the bill was written, has an earmark from the grave. $500,000 for a DEI zoo. The San Diego Zoo's getting $500,000 for an anti-racist nature appreciation program where high school kids from diverse backgrounds can observe wild.
I like how American politicians' mind work. This is absolutely astonishing.
Yeah.
I always want to use that word.
Says that having amputated his...
He's Indonesian, I think, right? So I'm assuming that. And yeah, people always are like, what? That don't make sense. Yeah, rightfully, it don't make sense. Like, the crap that's going on here in the West is insane, bro. All of these people are baffled in the East right now.
His own
understandably.
fingers made him feel more complete. Oh, shit. Says that having amputated his own fingers made him feel more complete.
Oh shit.
Check this shit out.
Let me see.
You didn't know that, huh?
No, what the?
Look, so he claims to be only 46% along the way to becoming an alien, and what he has planned for the future is very disturbing.
Yeah.
So this guy comes from Montpellier in France, and his name is Anthony Lafredo. Anthony calls himself the Black Alien. He started his transformation at the age of 27 years old, and to look less and less like a human being, he has already had his entire body tattooed, in addition to numerous cosmetic surgeries, such as the removal of his tongue, nose, ears, and 2 fingers.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Dang.
He has also dyed his teeth purple, the whites of his eyes black, and he even had silicone implants installed. To justify all this, he explained there's no one to stop him except that he still complains about being kicked out of public places, like some restaurants that do not hesitate to ask him to leave. But before continuing, I wanted to warn you.
Yeah, because you're going there, you're like, the people are freaking out looking at you, and you're ruining their business. So yeah, they're gonna ask you to leave because you're ruining other people's experience and in return they don't get to make the money. They're there to make money. They're there to serve their customers and make money. It's a business. So
guys, that more and more people have reported that their phones were being spied on by a blue radio app. This can appear on your phone at any time. To check that this does not happen, save this video, click on this icon, then on more. If you see it, delete it immediately.
Wow. Cut your D off, then you're gonna be 100% full alien.
The media has you all distracted on the Eagle Pass, Texas border.
What did he say?
Take a look at what's going on at the Arizona-California border. Oh, nothing to see here, folks. Just another large group of military-age men from countries that don't have the best interest of America or Americans in mind. Chinese nationals and Middle Eastern countries. It isn't coming, it's here. Share this video.
Damn.
Do not get distracted by the media. They are still pouring in.
Yup.
And why? And coming to a city near you. Let me know in the comment section what you think about this mass border crisis, and follow my page for more updates.
Yeah, like and subscribe. Guys, it has been a pleasure. This was part 2. Check out this video on the screen. We had so many conspiracies in this one as well. You're definitely gonna love it. On the left, this video is recent UFO report that we had. We had a ton of UFO videos in this one. Check out both of these, and I'll see you right there.